About 2 years ago, I had a dangerous situation where I could have got hurt when I was pulled over while driving. I had gone to Yosemite, California, and I was on my way home when I got pulled over. And the officer asked me what I was doing pulling into an exit on the highway. I was just trying to catch a nap. It was broad daylight actually. I had been up all night to view something in the sky, and it was broad daylight, and I didn't think much of it. I didn't think I was speeding or anything, and I wasn't. But he explained to me that people often go there to transact drugs. And when he said that, I actually breathed a sigh of relief because I was worried that I had done something wrong in terms of driving. I know I don't do drugs, and so I didn't think anything of it. I actually breathed a sigh of relief when he said that. And so I have nothing to hide. And he asked me if he could take a look at my car. Again, I have nothing to hide. There are people on the internet who say, don't let the police search your car. I kind of disagree with that advice. I think if you have nothing to hide, it probably goes over a whole lot better. I never let anybody use my car. If I shared the car with somebody, then yeah, I would be concerned too. If I used the car in a way where things could get hidden like that, if I delivered stuff, I can understand that concern. None of that applies. I know everything in my car. And so I let him search my car. Now, okay, I'll get some hate mail for that. So he asked me to step aside. And the problem is he wanted to open the rear passenger door. I guess you learn the perils of some of these things as they happen. I had a bunch of stuff in the car that would fall out if he opened that door. And so now I'm shouting at him to please stop. And I wasn't running or anything. I stepped up toward the rear passenger door. But now his partner is really concerned. And his partner handcuffed me. And now he's looking through the flashlight to see what's going on. Sure enough, he understands what's going on. He goes around to the rear driver door to get in. I'm surprised they don't get good training for that. You would think if the police are constantly searching people's cars, they would know better than to just randomly open doors. Maybe forgot or something. I hope they get better training than to just do that. Anyways, it made me realize some of the perils with how I arrange my car. It's not even just about me anymore. When I pull up to the public streets, that I have to think about how perception and I often drive with all my stuff in my car just because I'm moving from one place to another. I often have to think hard about how things are going to look. I don't know why. I get pulled over quite a bit, actually. I rarely do I get any traffic tickets. I can only remember 2 in recent memory, and I fought both of them. But it's made me rethink about what I keep in my car. And sometimes, as innocent as something could be, if it looks weird, right? For example, if I'm moving my coin collection, and sometimes I like to take, you guys see vitamins I like to take. And then you guys saw earlier today, I shot a video on how to make bleach at home if I have contraptions like that. As innocent as that combination of stuff could be, it's going to look awkward, and I better store it properly in the car if somebody's going to come see it, right? Or maybe, God forbid, I get in an accident and all that stuff's in my car, and I'm not even there to explain what it is, right? It's made me think twice about what I keep in my car. What else is going on? Anyway, perception is reality sometimes. A big problem I have sometimes when I do get pulled over is that sometimes I'm a little bit, my lifestyle is a little bit awkward, and sometimes I don't want to be explaining all the details, and oftentimes when I get pulled over, the police are always barking questions, right? What are you doing up here? What do you do for a living? Or, who are you visiting? And sometimes some of those things are a little bit personal, and I jam up when they come flying at me like that. And so sometimes I'll be on a lonely road, and I'll see an officer behind me, and I'll almost rehearse in my head what I'll do if I get pulled over. And I end up not getting pulled over that time, but it becomes a little bit of a good rehearsal for when it happens. I don't know if I should be doing that. Makes me feel a little bit better, though.